Welcome back to Realistic Fishkeeping. This is the 5th episode of how to set up your own fish tank or aquarium. Last week we added some new fish, discussed hierarchy within a fish tank, talked about the importance of female to male ratios, and why it's important to try and introduce similar sized fish to the ones you already have. We also looked at what ornaments and decorations can do to your water parameters, for better or for worse. This week we are discussing algae and what to do when it strikes, how long you should leave your aquarium light on for, and what types of plants are available and which ones are good for beginners. So this is what the tank looked like last week, and this is what it looks like today. There's been a dramatic boom in the growth of all the plants, but if you look closely, there's clumpy, slimy-looking fur covering some of the plants and the gravel in places. So why has this happened? It's likely a sign that the plants are finding extra nutrients from the fish waste. So more fish equals more waste. Algae is a pest because it responds quicker to nutrient uptake than most store-bought plants do. But tank bacteria isn't fully cycled yet. This results in rapid plant growth for fast-growing varieties, but also algae. In this case, the type of issue we're dealing with is a green slime, also known as cyanobacteria, which technically is not an algae, although it looks like one. There is also a type of algae in here though, hair algae, known for its long hair-like strands. We've got the Bristlenose plecos to tackle algae, but unfortunately, they won't touch these. They like to eat what's called diatom algae, which tends to be the type that builds up more on the glass and other surfaces, hence their sucker-like mouths. We need to recruit the help of another creature, big enough not to be bothered by the swordtails. I bought some amano shrimps. Now, amano shrimps are hair algae's worst nightmare. They love it. They also eat leftover food in nooks and crevices in rocks and other decorations. They're going to be great additions to the tank. As for the green slime, unfortunately, nothing will eat it, and it's technically a type of bacteria, not a true algae. So what do we do now? Green slime cyanobacteria is fed by fish waste, as mentioned earlier, but both this and all algae and plants are fed by light and phosphates. So what are phosphates? Phosphate levels in the fish tank come from fish waste and organic matter breaking down. But they also come from tap water. Phosphates are added to tap water and levels vary depending on where you come from. You can test your water specifically for phosphates to see if yours are especially high. In an immature aquarium, such as this one, phosphate levels can build up to higher levels compared to a fully cycled one. That's because increased waste, uneaten food, and organic breakdown all contribute to the increasing of phosphates within the tank. A fully established tank deals with phosphates better, and it's released more slowly. This avoids a huge spike that results in this algae and cyanobacteria growth. It will take a while, but the plants will slowly take up the phosphates, and the algae and bacteria should begin to die back. Other factors to consider is how long the light is left on for. Lights contribute to the growth of plants, algae, and cyanobacteria through photosynthesis. So, how long is too long? Like many things in fish keeping, there's no definite answer. Everybody has their own opinion. But let's take the answer to the extreme. If you have no plants in your aquarium, your fish won't suffer if you don't have a light on at all. That's because in the wild, your fish or their descendants would probably be coming from gloomy waters, hiding in the dark from predators, or in rivers covered by trees and shrubs. These intense artificial lights can be good for plants and do allow you to see your fish, but the fish don't need them. Different aquatic plants have different light requirements, so it's a difficult one to put a number on in terms of hours. I've had the light on this tank approximately 12 hours a day, and clearly that is too much, which is why the algae has formed. You can also give your plants too much light. So I will reduce the amount of time that the lights are on to around 8 hours. That, along with the bacteria in the cycle continuing to develop, should help reduce it and the phosphate levels decreasing. Failing that, manual removal, i.e. taken out by hand. So let's have a look at the types of plants which are good cardi varieties which are great for beginners. These are my top 5. At number 5, I've chose Anubias. This is a good choice because it's a slow growing plant and it's hardy. It doesn't require much light, fertilizer or phosphates. In at number 4, we have duckweed, and some might find this a surprising entry, but it's a floating plant which is a great nitrate remover. It's perfect for tanks with slower flow. In ideal environments, it can spread fast, which can block out light. And when you put your hand in the tank, you will look like Shrek when you've removed it. At number 3, we have Java fern. It's another slow grower like the Anubias. What I like about Java fern is it's got a sort of prehistoric look about it, and as it grows, it produces little runners or babies off the tips of the leaves, so you can actually break them off and you get free plants. At number 2, we have guppy grass. It's one I've mentioned before. It's in the tank already. It's a super fast growing plant which can absorb a lot of phosphates and nitrates quite quickly. It can be planted in the gravel and it does grow faster that way, or it can be left to float and it will grow a bit slower. At number 1, my top plant for beginners is Java moss. It's virtually bulletproof. It's very slow-growing moss. There are other types of moss that grow faster, and it can be attached to wood, rocks, and other ornaments. But essentially, you can drop it in the tank and just leave it. Anyway, that's just about it for this week. Next week is the 6th week, where we can regard the tank as cycled, but it'll take up to 6 months to be considered fully mature. We will discuss what this means in the next episode, along with how many fish can I fit in my fish tank? Can we dispel the myth that a fish will only grow to the size of its aquarium? And we'll look at fish health, common diseases, and how to cure them. We'll also be adding the last of all fish before removing the swordtails to their new breeding tank. Until next time, bye for now.